A letter to my RA.
A letter to my RA.
A letter to my RA. A letter to my RA. A letter to my RA. A letter to my RA. A letter to my RA lovies.
Dear Amy.
Dear Amy.
Amy. Dear Amy.
Amy. Dear Amy.
I'd like to thank you for a few things.
Thank you for being so sweet and displaying a genuine interest to those around you.
Thank you for being the best RA Kimmel 2 has ever seen.
You're so nice and you try to make our floor the best.
You've created the greatest community North Central has ever seen.
Your kindness and fun-loving nature has had a great impact on all of your residents.
You have a brightness about you, Amy, that can just light up an entire room.
The fact that you're always smiling, I never see you without a smile.
Amy always reminds us to smile and have a good day.
And I can't thank you enough for helping me with my homework and always offering to be there for me for anything.
And I appreciate it so much.
It's the little things like that that make us proud to be your residents.
My favorite memory about you was the night that I was playing an Irish song on my flute in the hallway and all the boys on the floor were dancing.
River dancing.
I still have the video, by the way.
You said with a very serious look on your face that you can actually river dance and showed us a move, turned around and went back to your room.
She was always putting up those shenanigans.
Putting up with Marissa and I always shouting, "Hi Amy, bye Amy," every time your door was open.
You're the best. You're so awesome.
And Amy, I just wanted to say that I know that you have a busy schedule and you're not on Kimmel 2 as much as you'd like to be, but when you are, we're all really happy and excited to see you.
For doing your absolute best to still be around and be present during your crazy last year here, especially while student teaching. It was very much appreciated.
When you were so busy, you still made time to come check in and see how we were doing.
You still found time to come in and check in with us and the other residents on the floor to make sure everything was going okay.
Amy, your residents rave about you, and so do I.
I'd like to thank Amy for always being there to talk to and have fun with.
Your presence is always calming.
We really appreciate everything you do for this floor.
I'm really glad that you were my RA this year.
You're an amazing RA.
You're one heck of an RA and will be greatly missed by staff, faculty, peers, and most importantly, North End, North End.
Dear John. Dear John.
Dear Captain.
John.
Dear John.
Dear John.
Yes, I know that is a title to a horrible movie, but that does not reflect the way I feel about you.
I'm glad I had an RA who's not afraid to be himself and loves to be himself.
There was even a need to make the RAs of North End even more awesome. You provided it.
Each day has been a monumental example of the kind of human being that you are.
And one of the most humble people I've met here in North Central.
He's really fun to be around because of his great sense of humor and curiosity for the world.
You are playful and mischievous, John, and these alluring qualities have been central in drawing in your residents to feel comfortable around you and around one another.
I always knew when you were in seybert, you made yourself very known.
Just kind of put a smile on my face whenever you just burst in our room doing a weird little dance.
You can be a bit of a show-off.
His poetic and musical talents.
Belting out a Stoy Show with our outfits.
Your zebra snuggie, safari hat, tan jacket, and cane.
You also are one of the craziest people I've ever met.
Always happy. Always ready to go.
He also knows how to control us and make sure we don't tear seybert down.
Talladega Nights and lose, genius.
I'm glad I had you to talk to whenever I was looking for guidance.
I always knew if I had a question, I could ask you.
You have influenced all of the men on first floor seybert to build friendships with one another. Friendships that will undoubtedly grow and continue for years to come. Small little community in seybert first floor.
He's one of the best friends I've made on my first year, and he's been everything an RA should be.
Your brilliance and boldness have left a strong impression on your residents, as well as on me.
A great example for how one person can have a huge effect on a community.
And thanks again for having such a big difference in my life during this life-changing experience.
You've been our friend, our guide, and our captain through this tumultuous first year, and I couldn't have asked for a better friend.
Thanks for being so awesome, Captain.
Gracias.
Dear Kelly.
Kelly.
Dear Kelly. Kelly. Dear Kelly.
Thank you so much for being such a great RA.
I remember the first day I met you, I was really nervous and scared about college. And you were so nice and sweet and supportive.
You blew me away during our floor's first meeting with the enthusiasm you showed.
I would just see you walking down the hallway as this ball of energy and happiness.
You are wonderfully animated, Kelly. And your sparkling personality transfers a resonating joy into those around you.
You're so positive and full of energy. Immediately I knew this would be a good year.
She walks into the room and her happiness just makes you want to be happy with her.
You are a wonderful person, and I am so blessed to have had you as my RA this year.
You've definitely been a factor in making my first year of college great.
You are the most amazing, accepting, caring person I've ever met.
Always smiling and always bubbly.
Thank you for being an example to me of what a strong Christian woman looks like in college.
You are an exquisite example of what it means to live out one's values with absolute commitment and congruence.
Thank you for being available whenever I needed you. Your insight and advice were always helpful and thought-provoking.
Kelly is the greatest person to talk to.
She would drop everything to help me.
She has helped me through some of the hardest things that I've had to go through.
Your instantaneous offer to help allowed me to see your character, which is a servant's heart.
I would also like to tell you how thankful I am for your support and concern for us residents.
You're always looking out for your residents, and you genuinely care about us.
The environment that you have created has made me part of a close-knit community at seybert.
Thank you for making me, as well as other seybert Second residents, feel welcomed, respected, and cared for.
You accepted me without a second thought, and I don't think you realized it at the time or even ever, but that just meant so much to me, and even sitting here now reading this letter, I'm kind of tearing up a little bit.
Thank you for investing in my life. Thank you for caring about me and encouraging me.
You're truly amazing and wonderful and the best RA ever.
I've been so blessed by God to have you as my RA and friend.
And I hope to one day be as passionate in my job as you are in yours.
Dear Corey.
Dear Corey.
Corey.
Dear Miss Corey Side.
Dearest Corey. I just wanted to say that you have set a very high bar in terms of being an RA.
You care so much about your residents, and I'm so lucky to have had such a great role model for what a good RA looks like.
You've created a new legacy for the seybert and/or honors dorm.
Corey has been such an awesome RA.
You are one of the sweetest people I have ever met.
Your positive attitude is contagious and spreads to anybody nearby.
Corey and I endured the August heat together, and we were able to bond through our battles of trying not to overheat.
You've taken such great care of this floor and ensured a fun, safe environment.
You have made my freshman year of college one to remember.
Corey, I'm so thankful to have had you as my RA this year.
People are just drawn to communicate with you because you're so welcoming of conversation with anyone.
I admire your kind heart and willingness to help everyone.
You are always available even though you have a crazy schedule, but I never feel that your residents are any less of a priority.
You have an enchanting smile and such a gentle approachability. Your willingness to listen and value your residents has fostered the true feeling of home.
You've given me and every other girl in this dorm an amazing amount of support.
For being an open ear, a shoulder to cry on, hand to high five, or just someone to jump up and down with when we get really good news.
Not many people would sit and listen, but you doing that helped me more than you will ever know.
I would feel comfortable coming to you for anything, and I know that you would do whatever you could to help.
Always open to chatting with her residents, even when she has an organic chemistry test.
You have this incredible personality that makes you so easy to talk to.
You're not only my RA, but I feel like I can consider you my friend as well.
It's hard to put into words the amount of amazing effort you have done for this dorm.
She helped build a great community in seybert with the help of North End.
You deserve a huge thank you from all of us.
I'm sure there are many times where it feels like people don't appreciate you, but we do, and remember that we do, and all that you do matters.
You beautifully balance tenderness and tenacity in your leadership, Corey. And I hope you never underestimate yourself.
Thank you so much, Corey. It's been a great year.
Dear Matthew.
Hi Matt.
Matt.
Dear Matt.
Dear Matt.
Matt.
I just want to say thanks for being such a great RA.
I want to address your positive impacts as an RA.
You have had an amazing impact on me this year.
You've impacted my second year at North Central more than anyone else.
You're always sharing your hopes to make an impact and to change the world. You already have, Matthew, and I am confident that you will continue to do so.
From day one, you have made the living environment in Kimmel 3 as comfortable as can be.
You make sure it's right so that we're comfy each and every night.
And I appreciate you more than you know. How hard you work doesn't go unnoticed.
Matt is not only a great RA, he is also a great friend.
From the day you sang Red and Black from Les Mis to me, I knew we'd be friends forever.
It was easy to develop a relationship with you, not only as an RA, but also as a friend.
You introduced me to your best friends, and now I consider them pretty great friends of my own.
You're one of the greatest guys I've ever met.
She always had the biggest smile on your face, which always brought a smile to mine.
He has a very positive personality, and it can always cheer you up when you're feeling down.
I know if a resident ever needed your assistance, you'd do anything in order to help.
He'll always go out of his way to talk to his residents,
which makes us feel pretty dandy.
It is nice to know that someone cared how I was doing.
and he'll always follow up.
I've been through a lot this year, and you've been nothing but kind and supportive.
You understand how to balance being authoritative but approachable at the same time.
I've seen you multiple times help people in our dorm and also help me in so many ways.
You never let me give up on the things that I wanted most, and you never let me give up on myself.
You have such an affectionate and authentic heart, Matthew, and you strongly model servant leadership.
Believe it or not, you've inspired me to always be the best I can be.
So Matt, this is a thanks for being oh so great.
Thank you so much for all you have done.
Because of people like you, it reaffirms my love for North Central College.
We love you lots.
I can't thank you enough for all that you've done for me this year, and I could not have asked for a better RA.
Dear Mitch.
Dear Mitch.
Dear Mitch.
Dear Mitch.
Dear Mitch, you made me feel so comfortable at my new home.
You completely and totally welcomed me with open arms.
Just want to thank you, Mitch, for always helping out on the first floor.
You're such a friendly, caring, happy person, and I am glad that I got to know you by being one of your residents.
You're always looking out for everybody.
I appreciate the time you take to act not only as our resident assistant, but also being our friend.
Just talking about more than just RA business and school stuff.
Whenever I see you, you always want to know how I am.
I could be having the most frustrating day ever, but just a quick chat with you always helped.
Whenever I see you, you always say hi.
Mitch, you just have such a darling spirit.
Your approachability was a comfort when we had questions or concerns, and you were always ready and eager to help.
If I ever needed something right away, you were there for me.
You have consistently tried to make us a community down here at North End, which makes us all feel appreciated and welcome.
You always have a smile on, which is always great to see. Even when I'm walking to my 8 a.m., you always brighten my day.
It was always nice to see your smiling, friendly face on the way to my morning classes. But seriously, whatever your secret is for being so awake in the morning, I need that.
Mitch is a true example of what it means to be a part of the North Central experience.
You have truly inspired me to become involved on campus and branch out of my comfort zone.
I don't think I know anyone who is more determined or driven toward his own success, while also having equal investment in the accomplishment of others.
I have never had an RA who puts this much effort into providing a safe and comfortable housing situation for us.
I just want to thank you. You're the man, Mitch.
You are an exceptional model for all the RAs.
Thank you again, Mitch, for all you did, not only for me, but for the rest of North End as well.
And it's so nice to see that you care so much about your job and your residents.
Thank you for being the best RA there is.
You're the best RA I've had here.
I can honestly say you're the best RA I've had here at North Central, and I love my North End experience. Sincerely, Caitlin.
Stay classy, John.
Love Ross. Love Alex.
Lots of love.
Sincerely,
Love
John.
Stay golden.
Michelle.
Jack.
With all my heart, love Danny.